up, Twitch? It's your boy PU2 Cru. Grab your dice and kiss your wife. It's D&D night on a Tuesday. We got the whole crew here together. They shuffled on me, though. I will get their name tags correct. And can I get you to mute for me, Alex? I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
There they are.
All
right. Orthos is here. Ichibi is here. And Gurza is here. They were all shuffled up. There we go. Okay. Welcome, folks. It's D&D on a Tuesday night. We did not get to play last week, but that is okay because we are at it tonight. And we're ready to play.
Oh, baby.
Got the whole crew here. A little reminder of what we're playing. But before we get into that, remind everybody that you can find me on the socials, TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. I'm on all the things. You can also find us on a Patreon. We have a Patreon for PU2 as well as our Twitch page. Last but definitely not least, there down there at the bottom left corner is the PU2 server that you could be a part of if you want. The link to that is here on our Twitch page. So thanks for joining us. We're going to get into some D&D. So, how are we doing, guys? How's everybody doing?
Swell.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
Good. Let's go around the table. I'm going to go top to top on my screen. I got Climate up here in the top left. Climate, what's going on with you? What you've been getting into these past couple weeks?
So this is going to sound weird.
Oh, let's hear it.
I've been finding various packaging materials. You know, the strange shapes that come out of packaging materials, and casting plaster into those things and making terrain for my Warhammer characters.
Nice.
For the battle map.
Oh, sweet.
Dude, that's awesome.
So it's like the terrain, if you were to buy from the company, is like really expensive. So a bag of plaster is like $8, you know. And you can make a bunch of stuff just with free, you know. But anyway, that's not all I've been doing. But I'm slightly obsessed with that right now.
That's pretty cool, though.
And painting my Warhammer people. You know.
I need to get on that train. I've also wanted to do this. I haven't taken the plunge, so I commend you for taking the plunge.
Yeah. It can be expensive, but it can also really scratch the itch if you're like wanting to get obsessed with something. I don't know, some little miniature game, but it's like there's a lot to it. I mean, they've been making this lore for like 30 years for this game, maybe 40 years or something. So,
you're about to say
40K
years?
Anyway,
remind the chat what your faction is in Warhammer. Adeptus, all right.
Adeptus Mechanicus.
Very good.
Yeah. And and I play a chibi. Yep. He's a ranger. I'm a chibi.
That's all you need to know. The players in this campaign also have boons that were granted to them by partaking in this campaign's version of the Devil Fruits. So, do you want to talk about yours real quick? Or
I ate a green fruit that turned me into a there's a certain word for it, but you know, basically I'm an octopus person at this point, and I get a bunch of extra attacks because I have extra appendages.
That's pretty cool, bruh. So
you have to learn how to hold multiple bows.
Yeah.
Or
there's
spears.
Actually some pretty cool images of like 4-armed orcs with 2 bows out there. So
that's cool.
Inspiration. But it would all be with, you know, he's sort of like the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean. You know,
Davy Jones.
Mostly like dreadlocks and beard, kind of tentacle. Anyway,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Climate. So we'll be hearing from Ichibi here in a minute as we get into our story. I'm going to kick it over to MK Spectre. MK, what you been getting into?
Oh man, I've been doing a deep dive into Fallout 76.
Okay.
Big time.
All right.
Yeah. Because I'm a big Fallout fan, and I kind of slept on 76 when it first came out because I wasn't interested in like MMOs. But it's really more of like a multiplayer story version of like Fallout 4. It's kind of interesting. So I've been enjoying it. Been doing a little deep dive, having some fun with it.
Well, I was going to ask if this was brought on because of the show coming.
All that means
but
people drop it on other people. Yes. Just.
Yeah, they're referring to the wrestling memes over here. There in the bottom left there. Very nice.
No, in reference to your question, no. Not because of the show. I actually need to catch up on the show. I haven't watched any of season 2 yet. It's been on my wish list for a hot minute, and then over the winter sale, I got it for like $3. So I was like, yeah, we'll play it.
Yeah.
But yeah. In the campaign, I'll play Orthos. He's a half-orc mercenary. Oh, is that what you use to make terrain?
Paul's right here. Let's look at this terrain that Climate has put up.
Cool. I just pulled it out of the cardboard.
That is neat.
But, all that is just like the packaging around a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. Are you going to be like flocking it or anything like that?
Dude, that is so cool.
Yeah. And I painted one. I could show you guys. Where'd it go?
It's blending in with the terrain.
I feel like your basement, Climate, would be a great place to like stage a big game board for this, but with all your terrains. That's sick. Yeah. I like that.
So
cool.
This was just like one of those giant chocolate containers, that are giant spheres. Anyway, you can't really focus in on it, but it's supposed to be like some kind of mechanism that broke up. Anyway,
that's cool.
That's pretty sick.
It's cool.
Sorry to hijack.
No, you're fine.
That's cool. Well, very good. So you were talking about Orthos. So tell us about Orthos real quick.
Oh, trying to remember where it was. Okay, he's a half-orc mercenary. He is our he's at the helm. He's the one steering the ship. So good luck with that, y'all. Probably gonna crash.
Nice.
He I don't remember what color it was. Shout out to Climate for remembering the color of his fruit. I don't know what color mine was. But he had the haste fruit.
There you go.
Makes it a little bit faster.
I think it was gray. I know that's not very exciting.
You know what? I'll take it.
You've got on your game board, should you want it, the devil fruit handout. So it's got a picture of your fruits.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's the weapon fruit.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's like a pink outline with an orange inside and a purple pit. It looks like a jacked up peach or a jacked up plum, something like that. I'm down with it. I'm cool. But yeah, well, it actually is kind of funny because the character I created is real laid back, and of course he got a freak that makes him super speedy. That worked out pretty well. Yeah.
Fun irony.
I'm gonna be real afraid of any fruit we eat in this world.
That's fair.
It could do anything.
You should.
Well,
that's actually very bold of us to all eat the fruit.
We should be more afraid of the fruit other people eat.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well
we all
said.
had fruit that gave us, debuffs for ocean.
That's
We
right.
should have thought that through a little bit differently, but it's
We're
fine.
pirates in the ocean.
No regrets.
Particularly
In this ocean world.
if you're going to be washing your face in the water.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah.
we got buckets.
That's a
I
good.
couldn't help it.
That's a good point.
Failed my
And
check.
Oda, the creator of Piece of Eight, has recently came out this week and said that only a bite is all it takes to get the transfer of power. So if you're interested in a piece of One Piece lore, there was a lot of lore out there that you had to eat the old fruit. So you guys can think back in your head canon about how gross the fruit was and if your character finished it or not. But they didn't necessarily have to finish it to get the power. You only needed one bite. So fun little tidbit on that while we were talking about that. So
theoretically, like a bunch of people could take a bite of the same fruit.
No. Power transfer happens upon a bite.
Happened once in the
Oh,
series.
there's just a crappy fruit after that.
Yeah.
And only the first person got it.
Yep.
I'm really wishing we had kept those fruits instead of in the back, and we could just force fed people as we went along.
Well, you've already done it once.
We could have made more.
Once is not good enough.
Let's say friends like Hissy.
We could have built a crew of the
We
damned.
should have kept.
Yeah,
the
we could have made that
seeds
old lady
and made our own little
Hey.
forest of devil fruits.
The little
That'd been
orchard of terror.
That probably would have derailed your whole campaign. The seed
Yeah.
strategy.
It
He would have fixed
could have messed with things a little bit for sure.
Lightning struck and a random fire has burned down your entire forest.
Oh,
Well, I also didn't expect you guys to go overboard on
the
your
power of the DN.
overboard your ship when you were resting. You were like resting, and you went overboard. Like I had done nothing to you all, and you decided to go overboard.
What are you saying? That the closest to death we've ever come was not even in combat?
That's
That
right.
would have been so
Not-
embarrassing. We'd all just ate it. Just the campaign over.
Not
everybody dies from me
It had some,
washing
it had,
their
a,
face.
had to have some plot armor or something.
it was not prompted by me at all, and you guys went overboard. But
I
This is a
don't
high
know.
stakes game.
You put us on a
You
ship.
gotta
Barely.
watch out for fruit.
I
You gotta
think
watch
you
out
baited
for
us into
washing
doing
your
that.
face.
Yeah.
you baited us into that. That's it. I gaslight you guys into making these mistakes.
Yeah, you were like, Ichibi, your face is super dirty and there's like water everywhere. Maybe you wanna.
I'm pretty
I
sure
always feel like there's something on my face, you know?
I want to flush that out with some water.
Like, oh yeah, okay. He's like, you fool.
Fell for my trap. Very
Well,
good.
that's good because we only heard about the bad things that happened, and it was nice to have it, you know, a little bit more tangible. We
Very
experienced it.
That's right. All right, so we've got Orthos. Thank you for checking in there on MK. We go to PS Zombie. PS Zombie, what you been into, sir?
Howdy. Nothing too crazy. I was doing a bit of yard work this week, so got a lot of blisters. Tore up. Me and Dad cut down a tree. Was clearing out some ground debris. Hopefully we don't go through a second winter and it just replenishes all the leaves because I cleaned up quite a few of them. Yeah, nothing much.
Yeah, that's,
Watching some good racing.
that's right.
NASCAR.
NASCAR. First time in NASCAR history, you may not care, or you may care, but you should care, because the same driver has won the first 3 races of the season. That has never happened in the history of the sport. So that was pretty cool to experience this past weekend. So
Is he just really fast?
he's very fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say like in the first 2 races, a lot of other people had like crashes and bad luck, and he kind of just stayed clean and was able to get him. And then in the 3rd race, he was just, I mean, he just drove perfectly.
I feel like his
Like-
technique is.
I'm not saying he didn't earn the first 2, because that's part of it, is like keeping yourself out of crashes and stuff. But definitely had good luck on the first 2, and then the 3rd one he just killed it.
His technique has gotten a
Good
lot
for him.
better.
Yeah.
I mean,
agree.
I'd just say a lot better. Like I'm a critic, but like I don't know. I feel like his driving this season has been really on point.
Yeah. It was kind of
Yeah.
that mullet. That mullet was giving him a laissez-faire
Devastating.
attitude. It had to go.
He got all cleaned up and cut
Yeah, my
cut his hair.
character- Oh.
He's a professional now, so that's why.
That's right.
Go ahead and tell us
And
about
his kid's
Garza.
better. I think that's
Yeah.
a big part of it. Yeah, Garza, he is a monk I ate a burn fruit and got some fire powers. He's kind of an enthusiastic pirate fanboy, and we established last week off stream. So sorry for the drop it on you. He's been getting reading lessons from Hissy, so look forward to Garza reading one of these days.
That's right. Forget about that. Yeah, we need to cut to that when we get back to end game. All right. Then we got Alex. Alex, what you been into, man?
What's going on? Not much. Just been working and still been getting really big into the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. So I've been reading when I can. And then recently got really big back into Flight Sim. So that's been super fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
You flying out of Charlotte a lot?
Oh, never.
Good.
Ever. Under any circumstances.
Good.
Good.
I'm glad you.
Good for this family.
Yeah, good for the flight airline that you're representing. Cool. Well, tell us about Gornick.
Yeah, Gornick is a bugbear barbarian. A little bit chaotic. He likes to stir the pot a little bit, and despite this alleged reading ability, I'm still going to be pointing out things for my crewmates to eat, because I find that very funny. I'm also the navigator of this operation. I haven't steered us wrong yet, so that's good. I ate the Teletele fruit, so I have a lot of telekinetic abilities, so I can lift things and move things with my mind. We haven't need to establish it a little bit more. There's some hesitation when I was trying to rescue people from the water a couple of episodes ago, but yeah, he uses it mostly to harass his crewmates.
That's good. Well, that is the crew, folks, and this campaign is called Piece of Eight. It's loosely inspired by the anime One Piece, which I really am a big fan of, and so we kind of modeled this homebrew campaign after that. So, that being said, let's roll into it. How about we roll into it? I'm trying to scroll back, Piasami, and see where we talked about your character reading with Hissy. I'm trying to see where we established that. I can't find it.
It was just like on Mumble right after the campaign.
That's right.
So I don't know if you made a note of it or not.
Well, we'll
just metagaming over here. I'm like, yeah, remember?
Yeah, that thing happened.
Said I can read now.
Okay, let's go to some recap music. And recap the episode. This past episode. The Kite Pirates encountered Captain Sloop on a far remote island with just a tavern. Captain Sloop kidnapped their captain, Captain Kite, and the crew had to face a series of trials to get him back. The first trial was a boar. They had to tame a boar. After trying to attack it multiple times, they decided that they would try to get it to listen to their commands. After some wrangling, they were able to get it to listen and calm down and pass the boar trial. Next up, they had a trial of determining fault between two pirates. One accused of stealing rum, the other accused of starting a fight. After you figured out what comparing the size of Spanish galleons meant, you figured out which pirate was lying and which was telling the truth. You then were able to pass that trial and move on to the third and final trial of the island. You were stuck in a maze going through a puzzle where you two were separated, two on one side of the tunnel and two on the other side of the tunnel. And in these cave systems had to find each other and meet up and find an exit. And that's where we ended, where you figured that solution out. And then you escaped out of the tunnel system right in front of the tavern where you started your adventure that episode. only to watch your captain send Captain Sloop through the rooftop and off into the distance. You all then victoriously climbed on your fateful vessel, the Fair Winds, and you started to set sail even further into your adventure. So that's where we are now. You guys are safe aboard Fair Winds with yourselves, your captain, and your somewhat captive crew member Hissy, as you sail into the distance. So I'm going to back up really quick just to give context of where we are on our journey. I'm going to flash up a new map onto the board. So one moment, please. Okay. So, if you remember correctly, we have 4 sections of sea in the sea world that we are in. We have the Sun Islands. You guys can, I'm going to blow it up a little bit on chat so that Twitch can see exactly the scale of what we're dealing with here. One second. Which you guys can see on your game board. So you have 4 quadrants of sea. You've got the Star Islands, you've got the Moon Islands, you've got the Sun Islands, and you've got the Cloud Islands. So those 4 naming systems are pretty characteristic of the type of weather patterns and geography that you have in that area. So, for example, you were traveling in the Moon Islands. It's known for having little amounts of daylight. And you have been traveling in this area for some time since you started your journey. The 4 quadrants of sea meet at intersections of very, very hard, tumultuous parts of the sea. A lot of hurricane-like weather along where those borders of those 4 sections of sea are. There is an area known as Pirates Run. That is a path through all that storm, but it is very hard to pass between the different sections. So it kind of makes this world divided into 4 quadrants if you're not strong enough of a pirate. You have been sailing pretty calmly now through the Moon Islands. All your journeys so far have been in the Moon Islands. You guys met your captain and began your journey in the Moon Islands, and you're still sailing throughout the Moon Islands now. You finished up the afternoon when you left, and you got on the road. You got on the sea in your vessel, and it was about sunset. So you're now kind of sailing into the late evening hours, right before rest time. So I will put on a little piratey adventure music. Maybe I'll do this. No, that's not chill. I need chill vibes only. There we go. That'll work. I'll cut that music down a little bit. Okay. So you guys are just...
Chill vibes only in chat.
That's right. Chill vibes only. There will be no cooking. Only chill vibes. Okay. So I will say that we cut to the ship, and you got over in the corner... Hissy has a lantern set up. He's got a book that looks like very much like a picture book, and he is sitting next to Garza, and he's talking to Garza, saying, "C. Run, meow. C. Play, meow." And so he's like going through words in a picture book with Garza on how to read. So you see all that off in the corner. So, Garza, what are you doing through this learning lesson? All right, you are... okay, there was a delay.
Every time he says sea, I point to the ocean. Sea. Sorry?
No worries. There was a little delay between our mics, so you go for it.
Oh, okay, I can try to address that possibly. Yeah, every time he says sea, I point at the ocean. Sea? Sea dot run?
No, see, and he like points to put the eyes. Come on, man, you can't be this dense, meow.
I'm like, C's just one letter though. This is too many.
And with a heavy sigh, Hissy goes, let's keep going, and he keeps flipping through the picture book. So that is
Are we at the Cursed Archipelago?
no.
Okay.
There's these kind of featured islands, and I'm gonna zoom to just the Moon Islands for you guys' viewing pleasure. But you guys have been sailing a great distance from that area, actually. So this is just the quadrant you're in. You kind of started your journey towards the top, like I would say right around here, and this is like miles and miles of sea. So, weeks upon weeks of sailing across one quadrant. So you guys have been right around in there when you started your journey. So you've been progressing southward. So,
Okay.
maybe to this next splotch, maybe not. That's about your heading is kind of southward. I'll make sure Twitch sees that as well. Oh, it looks better on Twitch. That's good. All right, so Garz is getting a book lesson from Hissy. What is everybody else doing as we are into the evening hours before bedtime?
Well, we're still sailing, right?
Yes. Calm seas.
Orthos is at the helm.
Nice.
He's chilling.
I think Ichibi is probably like hanging off the side of the. Nope.
Gonna stop yourself right there.
Excuse me.
Hanging
Terror
off
for a
the
moment.
side of a bar, and he is in the boat. In the bowels of the boat.
He tricked you again.
Yeah. He is, cleaning surfaces with multiple tentacles all at once, kind of helping to maintain the ship as his job to kind of repair and maintain things. Yeah. It might be near. Do we have a galley, like a kitchen,
Mhm.
I guess?
Yeah.
It's probably near the kitchen. Looking to see if there's any like sushi.
Roll for sushi.
Into the
Sushi
water
roll.
you go.
The perception check.
No sushi.
No sushi.
You got
Okay.
spam.
What about some sashimi?
You got
Sashimi roll.
spam and beanie weenies.
No
Beanie
sashimi.
weenies.
All right, now I'm just hungry.
We gotta get a good cook. That's all I gotta say.
That's true. You guys don't really have a cook.
Yeah. If we don't have a cook,
He's just been eating lion meat this whole time.
That's right. You freeze dried some lion meat.
lion
You've just
steaks.
Oh,
been
God.
lion jerky. You've just been eating lion jerky. You've been having whatever's lying around.
Oh.
Oh, inspiration to the
I'm
DM.
leaving.
That's right.
Ichibi's also, worried about getting scurvy, so he wants to, eat some oranges, but he's also nervous to eat fruit now. So he's having an internal battle with himself, as he's cleaning.
It's got
You
citrus
can do
trauma.
it. You're not gonna grow anything else. Just eat the orange. He's telling that to himself.
That's good. So Ichibi's got a battle with himself right now as he's trying to wrestle through his trauma. All right.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that though because I don't want to have to fail a roll.
No, that's.
Myself again. So.
I think that's fine. That you're just trying to accept
Okay.
an orange for an orange. You're just trying to work through that mentally. I think that's totally fine. All right. So that addresses 3 of the crew are playable characters. What is Gornick doing?
I think Gornick is just going to be up in the crow's nest, sort of looking serenely through his like, star charts, trying to make sure that he doesn't get anyone lost. He's also going to be sort of serenely eating sushi.
Okay. Let's do this. You're
Oh no.
It's not about the eating. I'm done. There's not. Just give me as you're examining your charts, you think you notice something. Give me a roll, either as a perception or investigation, that you might have sensed something off with the star chart you were looking at.
I take it back.
I wasn't doing that.
It was a joke.
As the DM, you got to take these opportunities when you see them.
Oh wow.
The global lion population.
Perceptive.
Well, yeah.
All right, it's a little unnerving to you that your heading has.
You have an internal GPS, so you know where everything is.
That's right. Your heading has what looks like is the outline of an island, but not. Almost like it was completely erased off the chart.
So it just looks like open ocean.
Yeah, but it's not. Like it's got currents that go around it. You can kind of see the geography of the star chart, right? You can see currents. You can see like charted areas of currents and wind and stuff. But all signs point that there should be an island where you guys are headed to in in a day's journey. But no evidence of it on the map that you can tell.
Interesting. So he's like reading the currents.
And that's the trajectory we're headed on.
Correct.
All right. I think I should let the captain know.
All right. You look over the crow's nest to see your captain just zonked out in his hammock right now.
I'm going to use my telekinesis to just flip his hammock over. just flip him right out of the hammock. And when he hits the ground, I'm just going to say, "Oh, good, you're awake."
So, what did we say about your telekinetics? That you could use anything at level 1, right? So that would be only Mage Hand.
Oh yeah.
But let me see.
I think we just said I could use it whenever I want with no level restriction.
No.
It's coming back to me.
You tried to get me, silly.
The DM had changed the rules on us.
Yeah.
Jeez, save your receipts, people.
Shoot. What the?
What the?
Oh.
Oh. Dang it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby.
Propane.
And propane accessories.
I'm very seriously considering a King of the Hill tattoo.
Do it.
Oh yeah, what would you got?
Very, very seriously considering. It's
Bob
Bobby
Howard's
Hill, but he's right. It's Bobby Hill, but he's dressed up in the burger suit from Bob's Burgers. And I was like, this is a combination of my 2 greatest loves. So this seems really fitting.
That'd be great.
There's gotta be like a King of the Hill tabletop game, right?
Oh my gosh! If there's not, that could be an untapped market. Just call it. Whoa.
All right, so you've got Featherfall, Catapult, and Mage Hand. So
Catapult is it?
Featherfall, Catapult, Mage Hand. So remember that those three are the ones you can use at this current level.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just use Mage Hand
All right.
to just knock him out of his hammock.
So
I could catapult him, but that seems excessive.
Mage Hand. Let me look at the descriptions on that.
It's just it can lift a certain amount of weight.
But I don't think it's a person.
So we're
weight,
gonna have
though,
to
right?
get into the physics of this and break out the formula
And
to
Right, because you're not
see
lifting,
if,
you're shoving.
But I
Yeah,
really need to lift the whole weight.
we gotta find the
of the
centroid
hammock.
of the hammock and the momentum that would be required to.
You know what? I'm just gonna go over and tap him lightly.
Just throw
I'm just
a
gonna
rock
just
at
tap his shoulder.
It's-
And
You can. It's no more than 10 pounds, so you'd be able to rock his hammock. Okay, you.
He likes that and sleeps harder.
That's
yeah,
right.
that's,
That's
I
right.
don't wanna lull him.
No.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna go over to his hammock and physically flip it over
There you go.
to wake him up.
All right, you go to.
With your actual hands?
Yeah, with
Ooh.
I have to use my actual hands. It's like some kind
What
of
are we,
peasant,
4?
right? That's what I'm saying.
So the. So the weapon that he has is called the what?
Naginata.
Whoa, that's cool. The what?
The what?
Turned down for what?
Turn down for
What?
Becinto.
Lo siento.
Lo siento. I'm gonna put it in Discord for you guys to see. Pardon that. Sorry, it's not a meme. I'm sorry. It's just a picture for reference. That's a Becinto. It's one of those. It's got a long curved blade.
Why are you bringing that up? He's just dumping him out of a hammock.
So, for storytelling, okay,
Here.
okay. So, or Gordick, you go to like shake him out of the hammock, and as he rolls to fall out, he plants his Becinto blade into the ground, so the blade is into the ground of the ship and stops him from being completely tilted out. He uses his weapon as a brace and glares at you with eyes popped open. And says, "What do you want?"
I'm just gonna stare back and be like, "The breeze up here is wild, right?" I thought you were about to get blown over, so I rushed over to help.
Sure. He goes, he looks at you, he's like, oh, I don't have anything witty to say. I had something witty I was thinking to say. I totally lost it.
This insert witty comment.
It's witty comment now. And he goes, yeah, seems like pretty calm weather, actually. What do you want?
It looks like, if I'm reading these charts correctly, it looks like there's an island there that's not on the charts, and we're headed directly for it.
He kind of pops up really quickly. You've piqued his interest by saying this. Let me see.
Hand him the chart.
He looks at it. He goes, and then he kind of like furrows his brow a little bit, strokes his chin, and he looks at it and he says, "Now that's interesting. Good find, Navigator." And he hands the map back to you. Obviously, somebody doesn't want to go there. the government or somebody doesn't want us to go there, which is exactly why. And he pulls his weapon out of the floorboard and points it at you, and then holds it back to his side. He points at you and says, "Why we're going to go there?" And then he kind of racks his weapon back up and gets snuggled back in his hammock.
All right. If that's the course we're charting, then we'll carry on. I think I'm going to eye the weapon very suspiciously as I kind of back away slowly.
Well, let me know if we make landfall, he says as he gets comfy and he puts his arms up behind his head and he leans back into his hammock, stretching before getting settled back in for a night's sleep. So I will say now we're kind of transitioning into sleep time. So is there anything you want to do before we do any sort of benefits of a long rest? I think everybody's pretty healthy right now, correct?
Yeah, I was like,
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys drift on. It's a calm night. You guys kind of get lost in your sleep. I will say that Orthos, you've probably figured out some way to get yourself relief at the helm at some point.
Just prayers.
Just pray. So he's just like asleep at the wheel, letting it go. And you guys get through the night. So if there's any benefits of long rest, you're welcome to give them to your character now. Well, I don't think we had any health loss much, but any spells back or anything like that.
I shall.
Okay, so it's kind of a lazy morning. I would say that most of you all as crewmates, why would the wind do this? That's good. I will say that you guys, pretty much the whole crew sleeps in, just kind of being lazy, kind of like a lazy Saturday morning. The weather's could not be more perfect. It is a great day to be on the sea. We're talking 70s and sunny with a light breeze. Just a great day at the sea. You guys spend about the whole day sailing. So during this course of you traveling just on sea, this is a pretty long leg of your journey. What do you do with your day?
Do we have any fishing poles?
With long reels attached.
Roll.
To stand anywhere near the water.
Roll for fishing pole.
All right, here's a fishing pole roll. No.
7 fishing.
You could have swore you had a fishing pole, but can't find it.
I think I'm gonna keep trying to get Hissy to teach me reading, but mostly I'm just handing him various wanted posters and getting him to read me the names of pirates.
So he's got I'm gonna pull it up actually. My list.
I'm also doing that early reading thing where like I pause on every word and he's like hop on pop you know, like just basically getting him to read the whole thing for me.
That's like the that's one of my favorite Family Guy bits where he's like, "Hey Lois, what's this word? Evil. And this one, Knievel. And this one was. And this one, from. And this one, exactly. Massachusetts. Hey Lois, did you know Evil Knievel's from Massachusetts or whatever?" So
exactly that.
Yep.
Chibi is gonna ask whoever is in the bird's nest or eagle's nest.
Gore.
The crow's nest. That's me.
Crow's
Yeah.
nest. Okay. He's gonna ask you like if he can borrow your spyglass, I guess. To yeah. Do you have
Gornick.
one anyway? I guess.
I'm
I'm making an
personally
assumption.
have one on me, like in my inventory, but I would assume there'd be one in a crow's nest.
Mm-hmm. I'll say there is.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Gornick will be like, we'll look around the crow's nest and pull it up and be like, I had no idea this was even up here. I've just been using my eyes this whole time. They're like, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
wow.
We'll toss it down to you.
Okay. Well, he catches it, and then he.
Roll for catch. I'm just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
no.
They shatter.
I'm just kidding. You can catch it.
We didn't need it anyway. All right. But he's gonna try to see if he can look in the clouds for, look in the sky to see if he can see any signs of where he is from.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, do some roll for that. If it pairs well with one of your skills and you can give me the argument that it's related to one of those skills, feel free. If not, we'll just do a luck roll.
Okay. I gotta pull up my dude. Where'd he go?
He's in the clouds.
It's a bookshelf. I don't want that one. Okay.
Cut back to when you were a bookshelf. That one shot.
Yeah. So can I do a nature roll? And I'd say that because we're sort of he's trying to analyze the shapes of the clouds and the movements of the clouds, which is a natural thing. I don't know. It could
Sure.
be something else though.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. When you fell from the floatlands in your backstory, which quadrant of sea do you think you landed in?
I would think it would have been the moon
In the moon.
island.
Okay.
Or-
So you fell from the floatlands, and in your backstory, you then link up one way or another with Tamarian Dekite, and then from there we're on this journey. So I think. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I do remember the first episode. I basically woke up on the beach, with no memory really prior to that. But I don't think that really ties directly into the flashback I had.
You mean your backstory episode that we played?
Yeah.
I think it does, because you eventually came down from the floatlands, and we kind of ended it with you being at sea after coming down. So,
Yeah.
I will say
Okay.
you kind of made your way to Ark Navaline, where you all started your adventure, and you met as a crew for the first time. So you would have landed somewhere there. So you can tell that from the clouds and the sky. You can tell that you are not too far from where the floatlands are. They are more closer to, if you looked at that, if you look at the map, there is this structure. So you guys are down here, around, well, probably closer to right here. And you look back this way, there's this massive storm structure that you can see evidence of in the skies, even from that far away. And you notice that there's some sort of upstream on that area. So you can surmise that back towards that point, or even down further south towards you're headed south now. Even down that way, there's some upstream. So you can tell by these massive storms that are constantly brewing on the edges of these quadrants of sea, that there is some upstreams that go up into the way up into the atmosphere, and you can tell that is the same upstreams that you arrive to the floatlands on that fateful day.
Yeah, Chibi kind of like looks back that way and like points. And he's like, "That's where I'm from, Gornick. I could tell. I'm from way up there."
Gornick's gonna kind of look up and kind of look curiously back down at him to Chibi and just sort of go, oh, "Okay."
I'm not crazy.
That's exactly what a crazy person would say.
That's pretty much, I think, all that a Chibi would do.
Okay, very cool. Garza and Hissy are still reading. Orthos, what are you doing through the course of your day?
Orthos is going to stay up at the helm, kick back. He's got a dice set on him. He pulls out, just kind of playing around with the dice.
Nice.
But he's got to stay at the helm just in case we got to alter course.
Rolling them bones.
Yes, he is.
Okay. I think at one point during the day, way in the afternoon, Captain is pretty lethargic over in his hammock. He gets up and starts doing a little light training, and then he calls your attention and makes you all kind of look at him on top of the deck. And he gets your attention, kind of slams his weapon a couple times on the floorboard of the ship. You all know that we're going straight to the top. We're not slowing down. We're going to be the best pirate crew there is. There's 100 ranked pirates before us, and he kind of points off into the sky, into the sea. And we're going to take down every one of them to the top. I need you all to be committed to that fact. And he kind of points to all of y'all individually using his blade. Captain Sloop made a little bit of a mess of us back there, and we're not going to let it happen again. We need to be focused if we're going to make it to the top. And he points up to the sky. Orthos, and he points to you, Orthos. Be the best helmsman there is. Gornick, and he points up to you in the crow's nest. Be the best navigator there is. Ichibi, and he points to you with his blade. Ichibi. Be the best shipwright you can be. And Garza, be the best first cabin boy that you can be. And Hissy, yeah, teach that man to read. And then he kind of stomps it. He goes, we're going to go far, you guys, but we need to do it as a crew. We need to have one another's backs. And kind of tries to rally you and rouse you a little bit with some encouraging words. And then offers up a toast to you all with some ale. He passes around this ale he's found in the bowels of the ship somewhere. And you guys, he passes a mug to each of you to toast.
Sweet.
I will take it.
Nice. And you guys
Cheers.
clink.
But also, per usual, I'm weeping. Like, our captain's so inspiring.
To the Buccaneer King and his crew. And he cheers you all. Gornick, do you take as well in
Can
the
I have
toast?
2 mugs?
Oh yeah, participate.
Nice.
Got enough arms?
Hissy reluctantly he hands you an extra mug, Ichibi, and Hissy reluctantly also joins in on the toast. And you guys cheer and you get a little merry as you're riding, and things seem to be pretty good. Life's good on the sea. You haven't had any action since your little run-in with Sloop. It's been a day of travel, and now after a long day of travel, you've not seen a single island in sight. But you notice, Gornick, that you're still headed to that location that you pointed to the captain out on the map, that you'll eventually be there soon, and it starts to become dusk. So, at dusk, what are people doing at this point of the day as we start to wind down from the day, getting ready for another night's sleep?
Searching for a little midnight snack.
Oh, okay.
Or late night snack. There's some lion jerky laying around.
So do you leave the helm to do that, and you kind of go
It's
down?
fine for a minute.
Okay. And how about you, Gordnick?
I think Gornick is just going to take kind of one more look at the charts, one more look at the course that we're on, just to make sure that everything is moving the way he thinks it should be, and then he's just going to settle down in the crow's nest and get ready for bed.
Okay. While he's checking his charts, he looks out upon the sea. And without a perception check, you pretty clearly notice, even without your spyglass, because you haven't really been using it, you gave it to Chibi, you notice that there is as it's starting to get dark out here, the sun's just about to set. You've got very little light as the sun is going down, and it's about to get dark on the sea. You notice off to the right, in your direction, I would say about 100 yards to in front of you and to the right is a adrift rowboat, and you are headed directly towards it. So you notice that, but before we get to your response to what you notice, let's cut over really quick to what Garza is doing, and then Achibi, and then we'll come back to you, Gornick.
Well, this is the first ale Garza's ever had, so he's feeling a little slap happy right now.
Nice.
So he's just kind of very chaotically and not systematically mopping, just mumbling to himself, "I'm the best cabin boy." And he's just kind of like spinning in circles, mopping random parts of the ship.
Very good. What about you, Achibi?
The chibi is sort of, he's got a spectral fish, right?
Yes.
So he's realized the spectral fish has been a little cramped for a while, just in the cloak and in the tentacle. So he's sort of like letting the dog out for a walk. So he's letting the spectral fish down in the hold of the ship. He's letting the fish has the zoomies, and he's like running around down there, and he's throwing stuff for the fish to get.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do your crewmates know about the spectral fish? I can't remember if you had introduced it or not, or were you trying to hide it?
No, he had not introduced it, although I think it well, he didn't introduce it, but they'd seen it when he shot somebody with his bow, and it imbued the bow with some, because I rolled a critical.
Nice.
I think so. They may be curious about it, but we've never interacted on it.
Okay. So you're running out the zoomies, and so Orthos, when you go down to get your late night snack, you see just a spectral fish that Ichibi is like taming in the hold as you try to make your way to the galley.
Oh, it's fine, Orthos. Don't worry. This is my friend.
Does it
He
have a
came with
name?
me from the sky. Oh, a name.
Because if it doesn't have a name, we can eat it.
Oh, there's that. It has a name. It's Son of a Chibi. That's what his name is. That's what I've been calling Son of a Chibi anyway. Well, But he has the zoomies right now, as you can see, and he throws an orange peel or something. He gets it. But I think upon Orthos approaching, he would probably get a little skittish and go back in, like Nemo in Finding Nemo in the anemones.
So you threw an orange peel. So we have some fruit, right?
Anemones.
Yes.
Where's the fruit?
There should be a crate of fruit in all pirate ships to prevent scurvy. So I'm sure the captain's already worked that out.
Yeah.
Huh. I've just
Yeah.
been eating this old lion jerky. I didn't know we had other food.
Mm.
I wonder what we could do with the mane of the lion. You know, anybody want like a lion cloak?
Mm.
Ooh, I'd love a lion cloak.
Wait. Oh no, we did something. I got rid of the bag of mutilated lion hide that I had. I don't remember what we did with it though, but it's checked out of my inventory.
You owe me one lion cloak.
Hey, guess we gotta go kill some more lions.
Yeah.
Hey,
Next time
we
we
should go back. Maybe he's got family. Go back to that island.
Yeah. That'll be a new thing, trying to find sea lions.
We can find like the
Sea
cubs
lion?
and make cloaks for kids.
We're just Cruella de Vil now, are we?
I mean, she had some valid points if you rewatch the movie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
baby
fair.
skin is softer. Yeah.
I mean, that's point one.
It's point
Hey,
one.
nobody complains when they're digging into some veal. You know what I mean?
But
Just
now
saying.
all of a sudden you want to wear the hide, and now you're a creep.
We've
Right.
got
Like, what is this arbitrary line you're suddenly? I'm just saying.
Arbitrary
You can eat 'em,
lion.
but don't wear them.
She was just looking around like, what has happened? We're having a philosophical debate or something.
About whether Cruella de Vil was evil.
that's it.
For the record, I am totally kidding. I thought Cruella de Vil was evil. Please don't, please
It's
don't
too
be
late.
mad.
It's too late. We
know the truth.
got National
receipts.
Geographic
Peter's coming for you.
and PETA. They're both lurking in the chat right now. We've really made a lot of enemies in that 5-minute
This
rant.
is a problem because I have a coat coat closet full of golden retriever. All right, this is not. This is a bad night.
At least you can always find it. It'll come back to you.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
So anyway, that's going on in the hold, and then we cut back up to Gornick.
dreaming of murdering dogs.
No, I don't like that music. I want something different.
Oh, man.
music we want.
That was epic. Oh, this one's scary.
My name's Jeff, said Climate Changer. We'll keep it to Sea Adventure. I think that's fine. We'll do that.
Yes.
You know, maybe the fish is named Jeff.
That's a good one. That fits very well. All right, so you notice off to the right, it's slowly approaching. You're about 90 yards now from this derelict rowboat. Your captain, you can see down below, is finishing some very intense training. He's sweating bullets as he's been working out for a while now. So, what do you do, Gornick?
I think I'm just gonna yell down to the captain, see him wrap up, and just say, "Captain!" Then I'm gonna point out to the rowboat just to get his attention, and then show him what I'm seeing.
He looks and acknowledges and says, "Let's get closer. Helmsman! Orthos!" And he looks and no one's at the helm. And he's just like,
No, and then Orthos just zooms up really fast.
Nice.
Hey, what's up? Getting some fruit.
We've got a vessel of some kind, looks like to be a rowboat, coming up.
And you want me to ram it?
Let's check it out first. He kind of like calms you down a little bit.
Alright. Alright, so I steer a little bit closer so that we can get a better look at the rowboat.
Okay. So here in this hullabaloo up on the top deck, Ichibi and Garza, do you guys kind of join up to see what the hullabaloo is about?
Yeah, I'm
Of
just gonna go
course.
to the railing, have a stare out over.
And you kind of pop up.
Cautiously approach the edge of the ship.
That's right.
Recklessly.
Very cautiously as you guys roll up next to this rowboat. As you get closer, Garza, you kind of pop out and look out down to the side of the ship. next to Hissy, and Hissy's like, Garza, boat, B-O-A-T, boat. Like trying to give you reading lessons mid the action. So you guys see a rowboat come into view. Since you all are looking at the vessel, you notice that there are 2 bodies in the rowboat that are slumped over and lifeless. As you approach, they look to be male, look to be human from this far up. Again, you guys are in a sailing vessel, so it's not like it's right next, it's not like you're passing, it's not like you're in a Hyundai Sonata and you look over at the Hyundai Accord next to you, right? You guys are literally in like a semi and you look down at a Volkswagen Bug, right? So you kind of can't tell much more than that, but that's what you see.
Chibi pulls out the spyglass that he still has.
All right, Achibi, give me a perception check.
Oh.
Okay. You notice that these 2 bodies are definitely dead. They look not healthy. They look almost disease-like they were super sick. They are very thin. They have very thin. A lot of evidence of malnutrition. A lot of evidence of like sickness. Like palish skin, darkened veins, sunken in eyes. Things that you would see if you didn't get enough nutrition or if you were trying to fight like a significant disease or illness. They both look like they have been adrift for at least close to a week, maybe a little under a week. So they've definitely started to decay a little bit already, as bodies do after death. So that is what you see in this boat next to you.
He kind of puts the spyglass down, gives it back, and then is like, I don't think we should get on that boat. They look like they're diseased, possibly. The plague. I say.
The plague. The plague.
He starts ringing a bell, or something.
Bring out your dead.
To just let the rest of the crew know that's what he thinks.
Okay. So you make that announcement to the crew. The captain nods, looks over and says, they seem to have come from that direction that we're headed to. And he points off in the distance, straight down your heading, straight towards the star chart empty space that you're tracking, Gornick, straight to the direction that you're headed.
So, we need to what? Pull a Yui? I don't think we need to go there.
There's no room for fear on this ship.
Hey, it's not a fear. It's a tactical decision.
We're like gremlins. We can't get wet. This might be a really bad idea.
We can't get wet. It's late. We can't eat after midnight. A lot of rules.
Lots of reasons.
All right. So what? Full steam ahead.
Well, we should give them barrel at sea. Do we dump them or do we burn them?
Fire.
Produce a little flame.
F-I-R-E, Garza. Fire. Very good.
I'd say maybe we don't touch them.
Well, he just launched a fireball at him.
Burn them with
I
fire.
don't have to touch nothing. The only thing is, a big fire might kind of reveal our position. But if we light it on fire and then sail away from it, it could distract from our position.
Well, we'd be sailing away.
I didn't
Right
think about
before
there
the
could
menacing.
be
Something's out.
treasure on the boat.
Ooh.
You did not see any supplies at all. Again, it's a very small rowboat.
How much gold is in this small rowboat?
Only enough space in this for the two people that are in it.
Check
And
their
they-
pockets.
And they have no supplies or bags or anything on them. I accidentally turned on my Xbox 360 with my foot.
We don't have any cannons, right?
Right.
Cannons. Great question.
I
Have
thought you asked
you have
candles, and I was like,
you have a handout on the fair winds,
Oh yeah.
yes.
and it should have stats of your vessel. It's got a nice picture of
Cool.
It's got hit points. It's got load capacity, speed, armor class.
Its speed is 2. 2 what?
I don't know. It doesn't say
That's
if
a
you have
lot of hit
weapons.
points. I say we
Ram
you know.
it. Just ram it.
use a couple of them.
I don't think it deals on a long rest. I think we would have to repair it.
Also,
That's what I'm for.
it'd be like hitting roadkill.
True.
It would just smear all over the boat.
Oof.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Gornick,
just burn it.
Just
Keep
flip
going.
it. Dunk them in the water.
Gornick's just like taking this whole scene in, very uncomfortable and unsure, just repulsed by the bodies, but also wanting very badly to turn around.
Okay, so you guys are flipping it. What are we doing?
Well, I don't want to
Flip
touch it.
a boat. Flip
He'll have to
the
use his
boat.
mage hand if we're flipping it.
Don't rock the boat.
Well, we've established the mage hand and strong enough to flip anybody, so I don't think we're going to flip
All
the
right,
boat.
I'll just burn him.
Just burn, light them on fire.
Light him up.
I'll just maybe do 1 firebolt per body. Just doosh, doosh.
All right, you firebolt.
The chibi salutes.
The chibi salutes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. You guys set
Do we have any
the.
bugles on board?
Do you have bugles?
I don't.
Oh.
I have no instrument proficiency. Alas.
All right, so you have, and this is just to answer your earlier question. You guys have a mangonel. I don't know ship words. You have
Mangonel.
there you go, and ballistas.
Ballista.
Okay, so we can shoot giant crossbows, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay.
Sick.
You've got sails. You've got a helm. You've got it's 300 points of hit point damage, but you've got a damage threshold, whatever that means.
Oh. So we could die or sink
Yeah.
before we
So
get
it
to
needs
zero.
a certain amount.
Okay.
You know, the ship is sacred. I'm the shipwright. I don't want any
Hmm.
damage to the ship. Just letting it be known. I've changed my mind.
We'll leave the damaging to the ship wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
So let's keep going straight.
I'm going to put the link of this URL I'm looking at on the handout so you guys have it for future reference
Cool.
because it's a D&D Beyond thing. So so if you need it, go to bio and info, and I'm not going to build all that at the moment, but you can at least have it for your reference. Okay, so you guys light it up. You light these bodies, they burn.
Give them a nice barrel.
Give them a nice barrel at sea. You kind of make bugle noises as you watch them sink. And
that feels more disrespectful, just making bugle noises with their mouths.
The intention was good.
Oh, I'm all for it. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
So you do this and you move on. So I think that last minute finding of 2 dead people and lighting them on fire has kind of got your adrenaline back up a little bit. So it's kind of hard for you to wind down. But it's not too long into the evening. I would say around 10 o'clock at night. Everybody's still up. Gornick, I'm assuming you said you kind of would settle down in the crow's nest for the night. You're still up too, and you notice that you've got Land Ho coming up in the same direction you've been traveling this whole time. That missing island that you found in the chart is coming into view, almost exactly where you saw the outline of where a island should be.
So I think I'm just going to call it out. I'm just going to say, Land Ho! Try to get everyone's attention. If I have a bell, I'll ring it. I'll take the spyglass and start banging it against the side of the crow's nest.
Could you use mage hand to just slap everybody a little bit?
Oh, that's true.
Move
Try
5
to get
pounds
everyone's
of cheap
attention.
meat.
All right, I'm switching to the island that you're approaching. It's off in the distance, though.
Which side of the island are we approaching?
One moment while I get that situated. I want to make sure it's good for chat as well.
Chat.
We're all about the chat, y'all.
Chatters.
Okay. So you are approaching this side of the island.
Okay.
And it is well off of the distance. So I would say it's at least a couple, 5 miles or so. As you approach, though, you notice that something's up. There is sails sailing around this island in almost a patrol format. You sail a little bit closer, and Gornick, you notice that these sails have the distinct marking of the military presence in this world known as the Tidal Watch. Is it the Tidal Watch? What did I name that? Hang on one second.
Well, you had the Tidal Watch, and you also have the Minutemen Militia.
That's it, Minutemen Militia. Thank you for taking notes.
It's the title.
Thank you, MK.
There's a lot of time-related things.
Yep.
Watches.
That's right. The Minutemen Militia. Correct. Thank you. Minutemen Militia. That is what you see. You see the sails of that military presence, the Minutemen Militia, wandering this island. I will say you see 3 vessels similar to the size of your vessel in various points of the shore, sailing a good distance offshore. So I would say at this point the island is within 4 miles, and a mile offshore is these other vessels that are patrolling off of the shore. It is starting to be very late. It is close to midnight at this point.
Guess I'll ask the captain if we need to avoid those vessels or try to make contact with them.
He looks at the vessels, and his eyes kind of light up when he sees it's the tidal watch, like, and then he gets you all close and kind of gets a little serious. You don't see him this serious often, and says, "This will be the first of many encounters with Minuteman militia. We got to press on, though. Our destiny is in that island," and he points towards the shore. That being said, don't really want to get in a sea fight at this very moment, so maybe we take the more subversive approach. Kind of, he points in the direction of the shoreline that is currently not got any ships patrolling it, although they're all in kind of a rotating pattern. Right, so he kind of gestures to an area of the island that at the very present moment does not have a ship right off of its shore, if that makes sense. If you can just kind of imagine, if we will, that these ships are kind of circulating the island shores, right? So he's just kind of pointing in an area that the patrol is not currently at.
All right. I guess we need to extinguish all the lights, any lights that are on the ship.
I'll go ahead and cast control flames. Just snuff everything out all at once.
Very cool.
Very nice.
All right, that's a very cool maneuver. Like, that's a very good idea that you all have as a crew. So I will say, if there's any stealth checks that come up, you'll get advantage on the first one. Cool. For not being seen, as you've now kind of cloaked your presence. You will also, since you guys are pressing on, and you're kind of having to navigate now to a certain area of the shore that's not currently patrolled, I'm going to need to have some navigational roll. So you can do this as a group, have one person do it for the whole group, however you want to do it, but I need some sort of navigational roll, like a nature or I don't know, I guess there's not like a ship handling, but let me look at some possible. Also, I'm open to suggestions.
Vehicle handling.
Yeah, there is like, is it sea vehicles proficiency? There's some sort of proficiency. I don't know what stat it is.
I will take a perception check. I'll take a.
Hey, can I mention?
Go ahead.
That I'm a ranger with the Natural Explorer.
Ooh.
Trait. And you get to choose a type of terrain where you have advantage on checks with that associated terrain, I think. And the one I chose was coasts. So I wonder if there's any way I could, if we're trying to land on the coast, sort of find a portion of the coast, like with shoals or something that the pirates could get through, but not necessarily the other ships,
Yeah, so here's what I'll say. You basically have to do... I'm going to do two things.
Let me drop that in here.
We're going to do a check...
I might have just made up rules. I don't know.
I don't think you did, but thanks for dropping in the chat. You basically... I need you all as a group to figure out how you want to do two roles. One is a navigation check to get you to the shoreline. You're navigating the waters to kind of aim for an area of the shoreline that's not occupied. The other is a stealth check to get by these roaming patrols. So right now on its face, it's just two rolls. Depending on how those go, may drag this encounter out a little bit. We'll see.
Since I am steering, through my orc half, I have dark vision. Do we get an advantage for...
I will say you get advantage. There's no such thing as double advantage. So you already got advantage if you want you or Ichibi's ranger abilities. Basically, the navigational roll is going to be at advantage, and the stealth roll, now that you've done the cloaking of your ship, is also going to be advantage. So it's just who wants to do it.
So why don't the two of y'all do that? Just pick one do one do the other. We'll say you guys are working on getting us to shore sneakily, because I feel like you guys are the ones kind of working on that.
That makes sense.
We can stick with the natural explorer. I think that works out well.
Cool. So, what do you think I should roll?
Well, probably stealth for the stealth.
Okay.
And then maybe something like, I don't know, survival for finding the good part of shore.
That makes sense.
Or perception or something. Yeah, like whatever you think helping you finding the shore. Like the place we want to land.
Again, I'm leaning on nature, but I don't see a... oh, there's survival. Okay, here we go.
Woo, thank goodness.
Glad you got advantage.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, so you now have locked in. Well done on getting yourself advantage. You have yourselves locked into the coastline that you need to go to, and it is right here. That rock formation in those shoals will give you good cover, and that is your heading now, and you will make it there as long as you do it stealthily. So that is your next check, is to figure out a way to do this stealthily.
Is that one on me then? Since I'm...
Whoever.
I believe
y'all
in
talk.
you.
Yeah, go for it.
Your captain is just poised at the
Stealthily
helm.
drive.
You gotta steer us too.
Alright, let's see if I can be stealthy about it.
All right.
Pretty good for heavy armor.
Even with heavy armor.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think his armor is going to affect this, right?
The
'Cause that's
No.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I think if his armor's making noise, the ship's making noise.
So you guys
Creaking.
expertly navigate this patrol. You dive to the lower bottom of the corner of the map, towards the very edge of the island, navigating away from the other ships. You cloak yourself so that you're not spotted. You can notice the markings, and you get close enough to one of the patrol vessels, you can read the troop number that this Minutemen militia is representing, and you can even see some of the outfits of the men on board, but you're able to stealthily get it done and not create a ruse as you slowly approach the island. It's getting late into the night, close to 1 a.m. at this point, and a mist has settled upon, and a fog has settled upon the coastline as well as the water as you approach. Not a sound is heard as you start to approach from the island or from the patrols, and everything is serene and quiet, almost a little too quiet as you approach this island. I'm going to need everybody to give me some perception checks. Okay, Climate's got his in at 16. Gar's at 12.
Oh, God. Let's
Okay.
hit this one. Sorry.
You good?
I thought there was another way to do it, but I couldn't pull it.
Okay. So you guys go into the area of water that the patrol was nowhere near. As you get closer to that area that I pointed out, and I'll mark it again on the map, bottom left corner of the map, kind of between these two rock formations, you devise that that's the best place to weigh anchor. As you head that direction, Garza and Orthos, you guys notice that there is a buoy in the water. That is this old weathered looking buoy, and you don't make too much of it, but you can kind of tell that that's probably why there's no ships out this direction, because it's buoyed marked for some reason. So you guys notice the buoy in just your periphery and don't make much sense of it. Climate, you and Alex, so Ichibi and Gordik, you guys notice the buoy. But then you also notice some markings on that buoy. And those markings resemble a common language or a common symbol in this universe that's related to quarantine. So you kind of notice that, clock that really quickly as you pass the buoy.
Get your masks.
As you approach this island.
This isn't good.
Yeah, I want to go back.
Do we have to burn the whole island?
Ooh.
Get the fireballs.
But nay, it's too late. As you slowly approach the rocky, craggy shores of TasukiShi Island. TasukiShi Island. There we go. As you start nestling into that rock formation I pointed out on the map, there is a cove that you are able to park the ship in, and it is a relatively shallow cove that conceals your ship with the cragginess of the shore. And you're able to weigh anchor and park your ship there in a very calm, shallow water of this cove.
Lovely. Do we see dead bodies everywhere?
You do not immediately, no.
Okay.
You just see, and you're welcome to do a perception check, but
Immediately.
You look around and you just see it's just a cove. It's kind of got shallow waters, perfect place to conceal your ship. You've got kind of cave cover above you, so you're able to literally kind of pull in like this water cave, and it doesn't go far back, but it's enough to kind of park your ship in. So you basically found a ship garage, a natural formation in the rock that serves as this garage covering for your vessel.
Nice. Like in Moana, where the ships were,
I am Moana.
when she's doing the drumming and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we're definitely
This
going
is
to
a
need masks.
sick map.
Thanks. This is going to be a fun one. I worked hard on this chapter.
Man, you're going to be so upset when we just light it all on fire.
Yeah, it will be.
Toast it. I'll mage hand anything small.
All the enemies are 10-pound creatures.
If there's like an
It's like-
aardvark out there giving you trouble, you call me.
It's like you're just like slowly shoving a squirrel towards a bonfire. It's like,
So Peter's back. Oh god.
You have to do it one at a time.
Start with the babies.
Wow.
Not the younglings.
they're the smallest. It's just logic.
It's easier. Anyway.
They're the fire starters.
That's kindling.
Bob Ross would be so sad right now. Okay. So are we getting out?
That is your call. You have arrived at TasukiShi Island.
I'm gonna be so honest. All that stuff about quarantine, I'm not getting anywhere near that island.
Our destiny is on this island. The captain said so.
Just don't let anything touch you. You'll be fine. And don't eat the food.
Your captain, kind of after being stoic through the whole approach to the island, he comes off from the very bow of the ship and commends you all for your great job in approaching the island. We've made it. And he clams his he uses the bottom part of his staff, his Vicento blade, bangs it on the deck of the ship. It says, "Our destiny is here and in that island." Right now, though, Gornick and Ichibi are the only ones that understand this terminology. And I'll say, Ichibi, you're a little bit of a foreigner in this whole world because you grew up in the Sky Islands, but even you know that symbol for quarantine, considering your like your like ability to be pretty abreast of science, right? Like you know.
And I'd like to think he looked down on the world and knew
That's
maybe
right.
there's some things you could see. But the real question is, are we still surrounded by water? Because that's something Ichibi would be thinking about. But he probably also just say very vaguely, I don't think this is a normal island. I think something is wrong. And, something along those lines. And to let the other crew know, that symbol, I think it means there's something diseased about this place.
Gornick would come like running down from the crow's nest to like let people know before anybody tried to take any steps off the boat.
Disease. I have these traditional garments of the Dragon Turtle School. And I produce a red, a blue, an orange, and a purple bandana.
Purple.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Go pirates.
Gornick a red. I'll give Ichibi a purple.
Yes.
And I'll keep the orange. And then Orthos can have the blue. That seems fitting.
Hey, I guess I do. He is dual wielding.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all right.
I'm a party dude.
The Leonardo DiCaprio working out. All right. Hey,
at this point,
Ichibi's
so pumped up that he wants to go on the island now.
That's what did it.
So we're enough in the cove that we can just like step off, or do we have to take a rowboat to the island?
You can step off. The area is very shallow, so you could get out and kind of wade through the water or find rock formations like kind of stepping stone rocks in the water to approach the shoreline.
Nice.
I guess we need to explore the immediate area first, right?
Roll for stepping off. I'm just kidding.
You're just really hoping we fail. Well, yeah, guess we can't get off the boat.
How awesome would that be? We just died in like 1 inch of water right off the shore.
Oh.
Okay, so
yes,
you guys
think
are
we're hopping out
on board. Okay, you on board. It's kind of cool in the evening. Like I said, it's like 2 a.m. Not a sound to be heard. Very calm and quiet.
Are we sleepy?
Well, you haven't slept, so that you chose to get on the boat. So yes, probably. I mean, you slept in, but I mean that's your personal judgment of what you think of your character.
Okay.
You can't go to sleep first until you secure the area. You got to make sure the area is safe.
Yeah. Safe area check, please.
Look around, check.
Yeah.
Run check. You guys go to the shoreline. I'm gonna point it to. Like you start going here on this rocky area here. So you have to scale up about 1 story to get to the actual land here to traverse. So you do that. You kind of scale up the rocky shore here, about 1 story of a building, and then you're to the flat line here. It's kind of this gravelly, pebbly stone that you stand on, and you start seeing from this area just a lush bamboo grove. That where you're at.
Oh, this would make some good mops.
You should try eating some.
Okay. Start gnawing on the nearest bamboo.
Okay.
I don't think it.
Roll for poisonous bamboo.
I don't think it's edible. Yeah, right. On the quarantine island, here's where I'm gonna be like eating everything.
Yeah.
Do you
we
want?
probably shouldn't be licking
Good luck,
things.
me.
Do you want to? Do you want to take a bite of the bamboo?
Yes.
Okay. Take a bite of the bamboo. It's
I
bamboo.
wouldn't.
It's tough bamboo, kind of hard to eat. But I will say that you poking your head in, you can kind of see through this cluster of bamboo groves. And you see the remains of a ruined house on the other end of the bamboo. And give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. One moment, please.
Oh.
Oh, ominous stuff is happening.
Uh-oh.
I told you to put a lot of work into this, guys.
It's coming.
I'm gonna find a good picture for this. Hang on one sec. Oh, did the music go off? What? I gotta get it to repeat. I was getting good vibes going and it's stopped. Yeah, I gotta get it to loop. So you see through the remains of this shadowy, these remains of a house. The house is fairly old. It looks like it's been abandoned and broken down for a while now.
Should we investigate it?
Well, you're not the only one that sees this is Garza.
Fair, right?
So if you guys pull up Discord, this is
If you would
the
like to also eat bamboo.
yeah.
Also.
And he only sees this while he's peering through. He sees this kind of sickly looking man oozing cuts and bruises, jaundiced eyes, sunken in eyes, and hollowed skin. But you can tell from looking at him that he seems to be almost reanimated. Doesn't seem to be actually alive.
I watched some 28 years later last night, so this is hitting very close to home.
Yep. That's
Broken down houses and zombie dudes.
Yep, that's kind of the vibe. So you wouldn't have noticed it if you wouldn't have been so focused on looking through the bamboo for more bamboo to eat, and you're like chomp, bamboo in mouth as you're like wide-eyed, and you're like, what is that? You look and you see this remains of a house, and you're like, that's kind of weird, and then your heart sinks when you see this like shambling figure of this appearingly reanimated villager with oozing wounds, sunken eyes, sickly appearance with pale skin, kind of moving erratically through the remains of that house. And you're wondering to yourself, what have you gotten yourself into? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end our session tonight. Burp, 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 burp. Zombie Islands.
I see dead people.
Is it too late to get back on the boat?
Yes.
Maybe we do get to burn it all.
Maybe we'll run into Scooby-Doo in the gang.
That's right.
I feel bad. It's a beautiful place. We don't want to burn it.
That's right.
Speak for yourself.
Don't destroy my beautiful creation. Well, that has been another episode of Piece of 8. And I believe that is episode... Was it 15?
Sure.
Was it 15? 16! We're on 16, yo! So that has been episode 16 in the books. Thank you, players, for another arousing game of Piece of 8. We will be at it next week as the players have now started a new adventure on an island that has got strange, unknown adventures ahead. So thank you for finding me, PU2, and this is my channel, and these are my crew. And crew, want to thank you for playing tonight. Players, thank you, PS Zombie. Thank you, MK Spectre. Thank you, Climate Changer. And thank you, Alex, for a wonderful game yet again. And we will be back at it same time, same channel next week. This is PU2 and Crew signing off. Good night, everybody.